too fucking early for this shit. Ugh. So tired. It's okay though. This will be fun. Oh, I love these fucking talks. Wait, where the fuck am I? Charlie 99 is 1041. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm quite fine.
Didn't want to roll around in the wheelchair anymore? Or,
I'm done pretending I'm hurt.
going to cell block 5?
Sure.
Like, yeah, still not getting any sleep or.
A wink here and there.
Anything exciting happened since the last time I saw you? Because, yeah, last time I saw you was at the trial, right?
Yes. I spoke with a man named Jasper for a while.
Jasper, our resident serial killer. Reformed serial killer, I guess.
I'm not sure that's something you were phoned from.
What's that?
I'm not sure that's something you were formed from.
Well, I mean, when you kill like 60 plus people, I'd say it'd be pretty hard to get reformed from that.
So he was saying, you know why he did it?
I actually have no idea. I don't really know a lot about him except for he did kill a lot of people and he made tapes about it. Have
He
you
wanted to make sure he went to hell, if there is one.
oh, that I did not know. I wonder why he would do that.
Because he believes there's someone he cares about deeply who's in hell, and he wants to see them again.
Okay. Huh. And what do you think about that?
I told him if he goes to hell, then I guarantee you, if the other person is in hell, he would be like, it wouldn't be hell if he ever actually got to see her.
That's true. I think
He
at
didn't
mo
like that.
I think at most it would be just getting a glance.
I think he would be perpetually kept just barely missing her.
Hmm. Or maybe just like a whiff, maybe a familiar smell, or even just a small sight of like maybe the person's hair or something that just reminds him of that person.
Yes. He did not like that. That thought upset him greatly.
Do you think you'll see your father if there is anything afterwards and not just a blinking out?
I really suppose what form of the afterlife it takes. If
True.
it's Christian, then I think it really then depends on if it's a very forgiving God or not.
Yeah, I still don't buy into the whole religious thing. I know, I think I said it last time where it's like, how can someone who pretends to be so good demand that you worship and fear them, or else you'll spend eternity in hell? Like, that just doesn't make sense for someone that's supposedly good.
Mhm.
Oh, do you remember Penelope?
Yes, the EMS, I believe.
Yeah, I was talking to her about you.
Oh, did you go on that date?
I wouldn't call it a date, but she definitely has an interest in killers and getting to know them. She doesn't. She's not so close-minded like so many other people in the world who just see people very one-dimensionally. She likes to see people, kind of. I lack for a better term, just in a different way than most other people do. She likes to, kind of like me, likes to see what makes them tick.
Interesting.
And so,
You seem to be a good fit.
yeah, so maybe if, I mean, uh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, so maybe if she is on duty at some point over the next few days or so, you ever wanted to, if you ever did want to meet her, maybe I can bring you up towards the fence in that back corner, and and you guys can even have a little chit chat.
Of course, I like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Do you get to talk to many other people, like people that'll actually sit and listen?
No, they mostly want to threaten me or pretend to be tough.
All the empty threats and.
Yes, when those sirens were in here, they love to threaten me and do nothing about it.
Mm, hmm. Yeah. No, that's the way some people are. What'd you think about the trial?
It was a very tedious 6 hours.
Yeah, you seemed like you're getting irritated a few times.
Yes.
Which parts were you irritated with? Was it the defense? Was the prosecution? Was the judge? Just the crowd?
The repetition of evidence was a bore.
Actually, I can definitely agree with that. It seemed like the same thing was being said over and over and over again.
Once they called that doctor up, all that doctor did was just read off the MDW what has already been stated before. I'm
Mm-hmm.
quite sure the purpose of them.
Hmm. No, very true.
Better question would be, what did you think of the trial?
It was interesting. I'm not going to lie. Like, I mean, I don't think, people should be murdered for any kind of reason, but still, I guess to use some of your words, the artistic value was definitely intriguing. I liked I can't remember what they called it. I'll just call it the Russian nesting doll kind of configuration of the one part. That really kind of grabbed my attention.
So no longer doubt my guilt.
I'm going to say I think you probably are guilty, but again, that still doesn't matter to me.
Oh, I am. I'm very guilty.
Hmm. Do you know what sucks though?
What?
No matter how much art you put out into the world, if they do execute you, no one's going to remember that art within like 6 months. It's all going to be forgotten about. People are just going to bury it and not even try to think about it.
They'll be forced to every time they see that stupid dog and his missing leg, or Daisy with her carved up face.
True, but I think that the main population, I don't think that they'll really remember after a month or so.
Perhaps.
How does that make you feel? Because I know a lot of artists, they like to.
I. I hate the thought.
Yeah, because I mean, when people put art out into the world, they want people to be able to see it and remember it. It's like all the big artists that you named off the last time that we talked that I couldn't even remember. I think Leonardo was one of them. Wait, is that, or if that's an artist at all? He was the one who did the painting, right?
He's done a few, but he's very famous for the Mona Lisa.
Oh, Mona Lisa. Okay, I was thinking he did the was it the Sistine Chapel or whatever it's called, the ceiling painting.
No, that was Michelangelo.
Oh, wait, Leonardo, Michelangelo. There isn't a Raphael, is there?
Were you not aware the turtles were named after famous artists?
Oh, wait, were they really?
Yes,
Oh,
Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael,
wait, who's Donatello?
another famous artist.
Huh. Yeah, I never knew that. I used to like watching the animated show when I was a kid, though. Although the live action movies from the 90s were pretty good. So, what would you like to talk about today?
I suppose since my innocence is no longer in question, or I perhaps should just say my guilt, it's best I stop lying to you.
Okay, that would be nice.
I'm going to tell you something. I want you to tell me if you understand the implication of it.
Okay, I'm listening.
My brother, he's actually the younger one.
Oh, now is this still by like just a couple minutes or
Yes, just a couple minutes.
why why lie about something like that?
People have a certain view on younger and older siblings. They seem to view older ones as more capable of harm than younger, even if it's only just moments older.
Hmm. I guess yeah, if you don't really even say just by a couple of minutes, if you just say older, then people just automatically, yeah, I can see that. Was your brother actually posting the stuff on Twinsta?
I don't know who that man is who's posting things on Insta.
Oh, so you think that he probably is a copycat?
I'm certain of it.
How does that make you feel, someone copying your work? Taking credit for it?
I want to kill him. Not make art of him. I want to kill him.
How would you do it?
I haven't decided yet. I don't know if he's worth the thought and effort of actually making him into marks. Just
Hmm.
cutting his neck and spilling his blood. I don't murder people, but I would murder him.
Mm. He really kind of got that little bit of rage coming out of you, did he?
It's a revolting thief.
Has anyone else ever provoked that from you before?
Not rage.
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
How did it feel the first time that you felt it? Was it exciting at all, or was it just revolting, kind of like what you said?
Extreme emotions like that. Not a fan.
Hmm.
Not a fan at all.
Are you sad that you won't be able to do any more art?
Yes.
Is it just sad, or does it hurt?
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm. If you could, if you're given the chance to do one more piece of art, like say you can either just walk outside of the prison and go and do something, what kind of art do you think you would do?
Something with multiple canvases. two, three, four, as many as I can get my hands on.
In one location or in multiple locations?
One big art piece, a real magnum opus.
What if you had art in different locations, but when people mark them on a map, they would make its own little piece of art on the map?
It would require so many
That
people to
would.
do something. And even if I did, I'm not sure the cops wouldn't put it together. I'd have to spell it out for them.
Yeah, and doing the job for them doesn't seem like a lot of fun.
No, it defeats the purpose.
It kind of wants someone worthy to, to be able to put things together. And here, actually, I got a little something for you. Yeah, you give me something I've never really had before. I might as well, share some food and drink with you.
Conversations with a killer.
Yeah, because I'm
Surely you've had this before.
nothing like you. Now, I mean, obviously, there's people who kill people, but they just kill for no real kind of reason. But you, I mean, your kills, like you say, aren't really just killing people. It's making art, doing something more with something that is given to you. I guess you'd say almost like being given a lump of clay and then forming it into something else instead of just smashing it down into the ground. I mean, if that makes sense at all.
Yes, I understand. So am I understood the implication yet, or should we talk further?
Wait, sorry, what was that?
Have you understood the implication yet, or should we talk further?
I mean, what do you mean by implications?
The implication that comes from the fact that I'm the older sibling.
Hmm. I'm not really sure. I mean, does that mean that you were the one that was doing everything when you were younger? The things that you said that your brother did that you're being accused of?
Hmm.
Or is there something else that I'm missing?
No? If you get a chance, you should read the articles that are posted on the. Perhaps I can find it. Give me one moment to take
Mm-hmm. Take your
North
time.
Carolina.
Was this an article? Because I kind of zoned out through a bunch of the trial, and I really hate having my back to open spaces or people and seeing all the people there. I was constantly kind of turning around or just looking over my shoulder, but so I wasn't really paying attention too much to what people are saying. Just big grand things is what I was kind of catching. I say I'm gonna take a better look at that later. Maybe
Perhaps
after we finish talking. Because I mean, to be fair, I mean, these talks is what I enjoy.
I enjoy them as well.
Because yeah, I mean, again, like I said before, like when will I get to have a talk like this with a person like you again? I mean, people like you don't really come around all that often.
If there were more people like me, this world would be so much more entertaining, so much more, just so much more valuable.
You know, I think I can agree with that because it's like with the rain versus sunshine, or even some of those. You ever watch those movies where you have people that just want to reset the world? They want to have the world always on the brink of destruction, and they're like, no one can really appreciate life until that life is always in the brink of being taken away from you. That's when you can really kind of value it. So, I mean, if there's a lot more people like you running around, there'd always be that fear of, oh my god, my life might be over, or the lives of my friends might be over soon. So you got to cherish every kind of moment about it, which, I mean, in a roundabout way, would make life a little bit more enjoyable. You'd enjoy the little moments a lot more.
I suppose I was just more saying that I believe that was more of the art I make in this world would be better off.
Mm. Or do you think that if you oversaturate it, people would just stop caring? Because if you even if you just put a whole bunch of really good art out into the world, soon everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's all really good. And it's like, okay, well, nothing's really. Although I mean, I guess there can be differences in how things happen. But I think that there is definitely the possibility that if you put too much good art out into the world, sooner or later it just get oversaturated and people would just stop caring it as well. There'd have to be some sort of balance.
I don't think so. Movies still have ones that stand above the rest.
No, that's definitely true. Do you have any favorites?
Hmm. I told you I liked action movies. Wasn't a lie.
Hmm. Okay. What else have you lied to me about that you'd like to tell me?
Hmm. Should I spell it out then?
I may need it. My brain isn't really functioning all that well today. It's been
I
a
can
long couple
tell.
days.
I was telling half truths about the kitten.
Mm-hmm. What was the truth part about the kitten? Just that you had one, or that your brother
That
actually did do something to it?
that there was a kitten being fostered.
Hmm. And it was you that mutilated it.
Yes.
Was it?
Caught red-handed. Managed to blame my brother.
Hmm. Hmm. How did your brother take it?
Or
Did he get angry? Did he lash out? Or did he kind of just like crumble in on himself?
both. He lashed out when he could, but much like I mentioned before to you, if you lash out when you're accused of being something like that, it only makes it worse for yourself.
No, that's very true. Which is why I think people say, like yourself, when you go to do that, is exactly what they're hoping that you would do. Because then it just makes them look that much more guilty.
Do you think my brother's even alive?
If I was to believe the stuff of the trial, it sounds like pretty much everyone is dead except for, like what you said, your younger sister.
Yes. I
Did you kill?
practice.
Did you? Oh,
I,
you practice on your brother?
yes, a while ago.
Was this here in the state or was it somewhere else?
Back home in North Carolina.
Did you take extra pleasure in that one?
No, took no more pleasure than any others. Many frustrations I'm still learning.
Mm.
Him, my cousin, my mother, and most recently my young sister, and that poor, poor, wonderful newborn of hers.
I know that you said that there was a stranger that you did the thing with. Was that a lie as well?
A stranger.
With the baby that you put back inside of her?
No, I did that. But in a small town, there are no real strangers.
Hmm. Did you know her well?
Not particularly. I did know her name.
What was her name?
Alice. Oh, poor Alice.
Why do you say that? Why do you say poor Alice?
She died so young, trying to bring life into this world. Living art based as your child. Try to do that.
But I mean, if she didn't, if her sacrifice wasn't given, then you wouldn't have been able to give that great art piece, though. I mean, I know it's an art piece just made for you because no one else could see it, but
Mhm. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
was the kitten the very first thing that you ever made art out of, or was there something else before?
There were things I harmed before, but actually attempted to turn into something more. The kitten was the first.
Do you remember what the first thing that you harmed was? Or maybe, or maybe attempted to harm? Was there ever a failure before it came to that?
Sure, it was some other small animal, but I don't.
Do you have a favorite art piece?
Assuming we're taking the ones I did out of the equation.
No, I would say your favorite art piece that you've done. Because
Oh,
I honestly
Amber
probably.
Harper.
Which one, sorry?
Amber Harper.
Was that one of the ones here in state? Sorry, the names are. I am the worst with names.
Yes, she was one of the ones in the state.
And what did you do to her?
She is what they call the nesting doll woman.
Ah. What was the process going into that? How did you pick her?
She was happy, carefree, joyous, easy to get to, wanting to impress her father.
And how did you get her? Did you lure her in? Did you put some sort of facade up to make her trust you and like you?
I just called to order some flowers.
Hmm. And where did she meet you? Or did you go to her?
She met me where I started working on her.
And which place was that?
Steelway near the hospital.
Eclipse?
Yes,
Anyone almost catch you in the act?
I've never gotten close to being caught in the act, I believe.
Because I mean, something like that, that's pretty public. How would you, like, I don't understand how you'd be able to grab someone in such a kind of public area.
It's not so public, just a driveway with rich abandoned houses.
Hmm. It'd be nice to be able to afford something like one of those kind of houses, although it'd be a lot of wasted space.
Mm.
Hmm.
A lot of space to do things and hide things.
Yeah. Actually, here's a question. Out of everyone that was at your trial, whether it's, the prosecution, the judges, or the witnesses, is there any of them that you would, if you got the chance, you would love to make art out of?
The doctor, Patrick January.
Oh, yeah. Is that more out of
Yes.
spite?
Yes.
Hmm. What do you think you would do?
I'd have to think about it.
It's not something that you fantasize about while you try to sleep.
No, no. I don't fantasize like that.
No. But do you fantasize?
I suppose I wouldn't be human if I didn't, at least sometimes.
Hmm. What kind of things do you fantasize about?
Mm. About what could have been, mostly.
Hmm. No, I definitely know those feelings.
I imagine you do. What could have been if you never looked at your phone, never sent a text?
How about your tattoos?
Is the subject so painful to you still?
Oh, yeah, I was just curious. It's like I never really, I
You
guess,
very abruptly swapped the subject. Do you fantasize about what could have been? Life you could have had together?
I don't think I would be, I don't think I would be a human if I would say no. I definitely fantasize about what could have been.
Do you ever fantasize that you never met her? Free yourself from the pain?
I, I think about if I'd never met her, then she would still be alive right now.
Seems likely, doesn't it? with some other man, really married probably. You might be with some other woman.
Maybe. It's always a possibility, but I mean, there's always going to be infinite number of possibilities for anything, I guess.
And the tattoos, then. Is that really what you're interested in, or did you just want to change the subject?
Well, I mean, it's like the teddy bear on the side of your neck.
I got it when I was young, very young. Something quick, silly, to see what it felt like. Didn't feel like anything.
Yeah, especially with you not really being able to feel that much pain.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a raven on your chest, or?
It is that abstract piece of art.
And are those roses with it, or a different kind of flower?
I believe it's a rose, yes.
Hmm. Why tattoos? Just because it's another form of art, or?
Despite the way I act, I also have the understanding that what I do isn't exactly seen in the best of light. So for a time, I tried to quell what I wanted with having myself be art. It doesn't work so well.
Is that why you're hoping that you do get eaten by wolves, so that your last kind of breath could be yourself become art?
Yes, yes.
Although I did hear another side to it as well yesterday.
Oh, what's that?
That you're hoping that the wolves get a taste for human blood and they start attacking people.
I believe that would be so deeply ironic.
Hmm.
And it would be very funny, you'd have to admit.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, they sentenced you to death by these wolves eating you. And now they go and attack innocent people, these people that sick the wolves on you are trying to protect.
I know, deeply ironic.
Yeah. I'm not sure they think things through sometimes.
Not in the slightest. You told me about the man getting executed in front of a massive audience. Not that
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, and then I also heard yesterday that there was a execution before that one that was a beheading where they sold tickets to it.
They seem to be very prone of giving these people exactly what they want.
Yeah, that is definitely true. How many people do you think would show up to your execution?
A lot. I think it would have the biggest crowd yet.
Yeah, from everything I've heard, you've already broken pretty much all the records for this kind of stuff.
Hmm. Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I've never held any records before, so good.
What if this Sam person overshadows you?
He won't. I told him to kill someone during my trial. He couldn't even handle that. Unconcerned.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was standing right behind me for a little bit, but then I didn't see the scars on his face.
Those scars are fake, you know.
Oh,
He might have actually been standing right behind you.
oh, okay. Does anyone else know that those are fake?
No? I told him to get prosthetics when he takes pictures so people would think that he's actually my brother. But he is disappointed. The one thing I wanted him to do. He
Although,
was going to be my first person I turned into art when I got out.
I thought you said you were just going to straight up murder him.
I am not a murderer, even if he makes me wish I was.
Hmm. I know it's just because at the beginning of our conversation, you said that you wouldn't even worry about artwork with him. You just straight up murder him. Something that you never really do.
A flash of anger. I'm calmer now.
Okay. Was it me that angered you, or was it just the thought of him?
Him, I don't think you could anger me.
I think I could.
I doubt it. Especially not now, when your head is not all here.
I mean, you do have the one tell.
Hmm. And what is that?
Your father. Especially when he's on his
Hmm.
deathbed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The one person that showed you anything, that tried to help you out with something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's okay. I
I was
don't.
fine. Speak.
Sorry about that. I don't mean to take my phone out during the middle of a conversation. I know it's rude, but work things. Hmm. With artwork, how about scenery? Do you have a picturesque place that maybe around, yeah, especially around the state that you enjoy?
I was never lying to the officers when I said I enjoy wilderness and nature.
Do you got a
The isolation.
do you got a particular place that you go to over and over again?
It's an area in the Palomino Highlands, overlooking the beaches.
If there was much left of you, if you do get executed, say whether it's by wolves or not, even if it's just a small piece, is there any place you would like me to put that piece?
That's a curious question. That surprises me.
Why is that?
An act of kindness like that. I suppose, yes, there is.
And where's that?
Somewhere nice in the Palomino Islands. Somewhere where people would come across where that beast was buried. Somewhere overlooking the ocean.
Rather a sunset or sunrise view. Or maybe just a spot that can overlook the stars above you.
Sunrise, I want to look east.
I would.
I want to look east.
Okay. Something that I always thought about, especially with some of my tattoos, is if I were to ever die, I would like my tattoos to kind of be cut off of, pretty much cut from my flesh and put it dried out, put into a frame, and then give to people. You ever thought about anything like that? Maybe not with your tattoos, but anything else?
No, I can't say I have. I don't know. Maybe if you could get an eyeball, preserve it. Here is the eye of someone who saw the world very different. Is that funny? I think that's a little bit funny.
It's intriguing. It's almost just like as well, art is in the eye of the beholder. And if I would be holding your eye, maybe I'd see things a little bit similarly.
I would like that.
Or maybe I can even add pictures of, say, some victims and bury them alongside you as well.
You're offering me so much. All of these conversations.
Again, I find you very fascinating. And I don't know what it is either, but there's even a very, very, very small piece of it that for some reason I find in the slightest way attractive. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, you find what I do attractive or me?
I think it's the whole thing. Because obviously, what you do is still part of yourself. But it's just like one of the TV shows I watch a lot is called The Rookie. And there's a serial killer in there. Although, don't get me wrong, she has red hair, but she's also very sadistic. And every time I watch that, I'm like, you know what? I would probably end up a victim of hers. I would just be following her around like a lost puppy, and then she would just, go and do her thing to me. And even though knowing that that's what would happen, I'm still like, you know what? Maybe there would be a chance. Maybe it's one of those things like, what do people say? I can save her.
You can fix her.
Yes, I can fix her. Even though I know 99.99999% chance that that is just absolute bullshit. I'm just making up in my own head.
Now, you think you can fix her because you can talk to her and talk her through it, or your cock has such power.
No, I definitely don't think that. But I think it comes back because I'm pretty sure we did talk about her before. Because there's that one part in the show that really just pissed me off. Is when she was getting questioned, and they were talking about what that officer that she was talking about would do in a certain situation where he was potentially going to run out of air and die. And he said that he wouldn't yell, he wouldn't scream, he would save his breath so the air would last much longer. And that's when she said, "You see, that's the difference between you and me. I always knew no one was going to be there to save me." But then again, like you keep saying, I think you've said 3 or 4 times now, that hero factor, that hero complex, or whatever it is, not something I do intentionally.
I wonder if that's why you find me so appealing. The hero factor.
I don't know. But I mean,
I never had
those.
anyone to help me, except for one person.
Do you think you would have turned out differently if someone would have been there to help you? Someone that would genuinely care and not judge you for the mistakes that you had made?
No, I think I was born this way. I don't think anything would have ever changed that.
Possibly. But you never know. And I guess you never will know, but.
No, it's disappointing. I accept what comes, what has come.
And what is coming.
Don't know what's coming yet, but I have a good feeling.
I have a pretty good feeling too. I think the only thing that is unsure of will be the day and time.
I don't think it was no time to talk.
Hmm. I mean, I definitely hope that we get more chances to talk.
And I'd love to meet Penelope. I can hype you up to her.
You know what? I'm just going to send her a text. I relayed the message.
I appreciate that.
There's also a prison doctor that would probably like to talk to you as well.
Anything to relieve the boredom. Tell anyone who wishes to speak to me. Do as ask.
I think that is the one thing that is probably similar about people like yourself. I think that all of you have in common. Always want to tell your story and get it into as many minds as you can. Because even though, with time everything fades, but if you tell enough people, your story might live on.
Yes. We get it. Really understand. I think, though, we might be coming to an end too. I actually, for once, find myself a bit tired.
Okay.
But I suppose I'll be seeing you at the sentencing.
Definitely. And even if you wake up a little bit before that, maybe we can chat then as well. Maybe get you prepped for it.
I can do that easily.
All right. I'll get you out of here. You try to get some good rest.
If you get the chance to take a nap, I suggest you do it.
Yeah, I'm going to be trying it a little bit. I might actually end up meeting up with Penelope a little bit later as well before everything.
I was being genuine when I told you should reach out to her.
Well, I mean, like I said, we went out that one time. I drank, she didn't, which made it a little awkward, but. But then she drunk called me last night too.
Oh, why did you have to tell me that at the end of our conversation? I would have loved to know.
I'm sorry. Now it gives you something to think about.
DVS. See you, Tim.
I'll see you.